What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another top 5 best class setup video. Man, this one is the most overpowered guns in Modern Warfare 3. You got to be using these guns if you want to be doing good. All right, so I'm going to say a few things here quickly before we get into the first class. I got guns that are great for close range, mid range, and long range. We got guns that are built for any play style, and literally all these guns are good at least at close and mid range, so you're going to go off on those. And then we got classes that are built for long range, playing a little slower and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys literally all of them. They're amazing, and you got to be using these guns if you want to be on top of your enemies and stuff. That didn't sound right. You don't want to be on top of them, but you get what I mean. All right, let's go into the first one. Now, this video is not in any order or anything like that, but I am going to put my favorite weapon first, and that is the AMR9. As you guys can see, this gun is an amazing gun. All right, for those of you guys who don't use the AMR9, it is a gun that you definitely need to start using because it's good up close, it's good at mid range, it's good at long range, and it's an SMG, so you could play rushing with it. Like, you could play super spaz with this thing and you'll go off on people. Now, I'm gonna also say quickly, if you put the wrong attachments on this gun, it's gonna feel awful. So at least with this class setup right here that you guys can see on screen, I made it pretty balanced and I made it pretty good for all ranges, and you guys will actually like using this one. Now, the muzzle is the Shadow Strike suppressor, undetectable by radar. The reason I'm using that rather than the Nimbus 6 integrated suppressor barrel is because this barrel here is great, but it takes away 2 sprint to fire and it takes away 1 ADS, which is normal, but 2 sprint to fire I don't like losing. All right, sprint to fire to me is the most important thing in the game. If you shoot first, you should win your gunfights. If you shoot last, chances are you're going to lose your gunfights. So sprint to fire, you want to have that up as much as possible, but we needed to throw this barrel on right here, which is the AMR9. I don't know what I was saying there. Enforcer that only takes away 1 sprint to fire, and as you guys can see right here, it's only a little bit. It's 6.5%, which is nothing too crazy. And we're gonna go ahead and get that back right here with the laser that gives us 9.5%. So we're up on sprint to fire with the VLK laser. I'm losing my words like crazy today. We're up with it, so that's actually really good. Now, the one thing that I will say is we have to throw on some things like the sight. In my opinion, the iron sight on the AMR9 is huge. I don't like it. This one is really nice. You got precision sight picture, all that kind of stuff. And then we got the final one here, which is the Wolfhound carbine stock, which gives you gun kick control, but it also gives you recoil control, taking away just a little bit of ADS. And it doesn't take away much ADS at that. Like, I think it's, 3.1%, not much whatsoever. You're barely losing anything. So going to the firing range, I want to show you 2 things with the AMR9. The first thing is that this class right here is an absolute laser, all right? And look at the sight. Pay attention to the sight, okay? It's really easy to just kind of shoot at enemies and stuff and see them. But if you use the AMR9 that's not that great, and that's this one right here, and you go into the firing range using this one, it's big, it's bulky, the sight just takes up so much of your screen. Like, if I'm aiming at this guy, we can't see him. If I'm aiming at him, we can't see him. And then if you go for these shots, they kind of just bounce, and you really got to control that recoil and stuff. So make sure you guys throw on the right attachments. I spent a lot of time making that class, and it is a really good one. Now, the next weapon that I want to go on to is the MCW. I personally, I know most of you guys love the MCW. I personally don't think it's the best AR in the game. Well, we'll get to that on the next gun. I just don't think it's the best one in the game, but it is a good one, so I'm throwing it on the list for sure. And this is the class setup for it, as you guys can see right here. Now, this one, we don't have a suppressor or anything. If you guys want, I would recommend running like a suppressed barrel. I think there is one. I'm not sure if there is. Yeah, right here. This one right here, it's not bad. You get 2 sprint to fire, 2 ADS, and you only lose bullet velocity and range. Now, I'm running this one right here, which gives us 1 sprint to fire, no ADS or anything like that, but it doesn't take away as much bullet velocity and range. So that's why I'm running the Kimura Black Iron Heavy Short Barrel, and it's just I like it better in my opinion. Now, we have 40 round mags on because this gun, like 30 is just not enough, so I put on 40. Obviously, we got the Mark III reflector again for the optic, the MCW Iron Bark. I used to call it the Ironback, but it's the Iron Bark. It's a weird name. Anyways, this one's good because we got ADS, sprint to fire, all that kind of stuff. And then the rear grip, sprint to fire, ADS, 2 of it, which is nice. We got 22.2% increase on sprint to fire just with that right there. So definitely run this rear grip. It is slept on. That's a good rear grip. Really good. And again, this class right here, with that sprint to fire being up, is pretty fast, so you could kind of rush with it. But again, this gun doesn't have much recoil. Now, the one thing I don't like about the MCW is that it shoots a little slow in my opinion, and for that reason, my favorite AR, I was gonna say SMG, my favorite AR in the game is the SVA 545. And this class right here is amazing because, well, one, I love it when you could run a suppressed barrel on a gun, and this one is really good because you got 2 sprint to fire, 2 ADS, all that kind of stuff, and it's a lot. You got 11% increase on sprint to fire and almost 9 39 increase on ADS. And they got 45 round mags, and this is better than 40 in my opinion. I like having 45. The gun shoots faster than the MCW, so having 45 makes more sense than having 40, because once you kill a person, it's going to shoot like 2 or 3 more bullets until you realize, until your brain registers, I guess, that the dude is dead. Whereas with the MCW, you'll only lose like an extra bullet. So having those extra 5 is really nice. The Mark III reflector, I just like it. I like it a lot. The main V6 stock for gun kick control and recoil control, and then the Naut Z3 grip for even more sprint to fire at 15.5%. Like, these classes are just so good. They're just so good. So let's run into the firing range here. I'm going to show you guys exactly how this gun is. It is a laser as well, and even if you go for those long range shots, just to show you guys, that was really easy to drop that dude. So these classes are actually really, really nice. And the good thing is this class has a lot of ADS and sprint to fire. I'm going to show you guys that right here. It goes really, really quickly, and it's just laser accurate. This is the, in my opinion, the best AR in the game is the SVA 545, 100%. Let's move on to another weapon, guys. And that's going to be the Rival 9. The Rival 9's good. I didn't like it at first. I had a class. I made a class for it to share with you guys. And this was like, I don't know, it was a couple of weeks ago. And to be quite honest, I haven't changed the class since then up until this week. And then when I changed the class, I'll just show you guys the old class that I had for it. I think it's somewhere here. Yeah, here's my old class. It was all right. It was okay. But it's a little bouncy, as you guys can see. Like, it's accurate, but it bounces all over the place. And actually, that wasn't too accurate. I kind of missed right there. That's on me, though. I'm not going to say that's the gun. But my new class for the Rival 9, in my opinion, this is it right here, as you guys can see, is just so much better than the old one. It's so much more accurate, barely bounces all over the place. You guys can hit your shots. Look how fast that was to kill at mid-range and stuff. Really good gun. And yeah, so the barrel is going to be the Rival IGS 800, which makes you undetectable by radar. And I love this because this game here is not like MW2. This one, you are visible on the radar like the old CODs when you shoot your gun. So make sure to run a suppressor at all times. Unless you're playing small maps like Shipment and stuff, or no one's really focusing on the radar too often, then you could get away with it. But I love these barrels right here, and it gives you recoil control and gun kick control as well, which are two things I always try to get on my classes, and it doesn't take away ADS or sprint to fire, so that's amazing right there. The VLK I can never say this one, man. The VLK laser 7 megawatt, which gives you aiming stability, ADS, and sprint to fire is awesome as well. The Mark III reflector, there's a trend here. I like the Mark III reflector. All right, 40 round mags, pretty awesome. And then the EXF close quarters assault stock for gun kick control and recoil control. Again, this class is absolutely stunning. All right, it's one of the best guns in the game in my opinion. Now, going to the final weapon on this list, guys, we're gonna go to the Bass B. It wouldn't be a top 5 without this gun. This one is a 3-shot. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly why it's a 3-shot. We're gonna go into the barrel. We're gonna look at this right here. The headshot damage is 54. The health in the game is 150. You shoot someone in the head, you do 162 damage, which is awesome. You're just gonna drop them 3 shots and they're completely gone. Now the upper torso damage is 46, which means if you hit 3 shots to the torso and 1 to the head, it's a 4-shot. Otherwise, it's a 5-shot if you're only hitting the torso and stuff. If you're hitting the upper legs or anything like that, aim a little higher, because 39 is not a nice amount of damage. But either way, it's really, really good right here. All right, so that's the barrel. We got the Commando foregrip for aiming, idle sway, recoil control. We got the Mark K3 reflector. Mark K, what up? I'm gonna bet after this video, guys. The Mark III reflector. It's New Year's, man, and I said I was gonna upload a video every single day this year, and I mean it. I'm gonna try my best. If I miss a day, man, y'all could like, I don't know, yell at me. I don't care. Call me on my cell phone. Yell at me. Do it. It doesn't matter. 30 round mags. We wouldn't run 45. It makes the gun way too slow. Like, that takes away a lot. The sprint to fire 2.7%, not bad, but the ADS 13.3, and this is already a battle rifle. You don't want to make it slower, trust me on that. So we put 30 rather than I think 45, yeah. And then we got the tourney tack grip for sprint to fire and tack stand spread. I'm gonna show you guys this class right here. It's just, it's beautiful. All right, there's barely any recoil. This is my go-to class in search and destroy now, besides when I snipe a lot in this game. I actually have a 1.4 KD sniping, so I'm not bad at sniping. I've gotten a lot better for sure. But yeah, I'll show you guys my search and destroy game, my class. Might as well. If you made it this far, you guys can see this is the FJX Imperium. It's a Modern Warfare 2 gun. People yell at me for using it. I don't get why it's in the game. I'm gonna use it, obviously. But yeah, so we got the VLK laser. I'm done saying. I'm just gonna call it the Volk laser from now on. We got the Fahrenheit 29 inch, field wrapped handle, FJX Kilo Tac, and the FJX Blast right here, Karambit for the secondary, Stim, 2 throwing knives, munition box, assault gloves, covert sneakers, ghost TV camo. And with this class, my highest kills that I got in Search and Destroy was 28 kills in S&D, which is not bad. I've gotten higher in previous games, but with a sniper class and a knifing class, 28 kills is not bad whatsoever. I say that game I got more knife kills because I'm pretty good at running around with a knife. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm not bad either. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the top, I guess 6, not 5, make sure to drop a like. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite weapon in the game is. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Sub to the channel if you're new around here with those notifications turned on. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy New Year. Peace.